Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to today's class, computer class, and I hope you all are doing well at your home. Uh, Today we are going to learn about the Google Sheets that we learned in our previous lesson. So basically, it is your practical work. First of all, I will revise about the Google Sheet. So basically, Google Sheet is an online spreadsheet program. It is used to store data. It is used to do calculations. If you want to create a report and if you want to create a result, then we have to use the Google Sheets. And after that, it is also used to make tables and charts. If you want to create the tables and you want to visualize it, then you can use it to use the Google Sheets to make the charts and visualize your data. Okay, and after that, Google Sheet work exactly like the Microsoft Excel. But what is the difference between the Google Sheet and Microsoft Excel? We can use the Microsoft Excel of while we are offline, but we can use the Google Sheet on the internet. Without internet, we can't use the Google Sheets. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the Microsoft Excel and the Google Sheet. So today's lesson is about the Google Sheet interface. We will learn about the interface of the Google Sheet in our previous lessons. Before the winter vacations, we learned about the row, column, cell range, cell address, and after that we learn about the formula bar. So we will now visually learn it. Where is the formula bar, how many rows and columns are there in a Google Sheet, how we can identify the rows and columns, how we can identify the cell range. So we will discuss all about this in this lesson. Okay, so interface means all the parts of Google Sheets that we see on the screen. Now we will start our practical lesson. That is the first step is opening the Google Sheets. So for this purpose we have to open the Google Chrome. Now look at here, there are 9 dots, Google Apps. You have to click on it, and after scrolling downward there is Sheets. You have to click on it. This is your Google Sheet, and we are using it online with the help of internet. So we have to click on the blank spreadsheet. So basically this is the interface of your Google spreadsheet that we are using online with the help of internet. Without internet we can't use the Google Sheets. If you are use if you are you want to use the spreadsheets offline, then there is a software that is MS Excel. So it is the both are similar, but the difference is we can use the MS Excel offline, but we if we want to use it online or on internet, then we will go to the spreadsheet. Okay, so basically this is the interface of Google Sheets. Now look at here, there is only one spreadsheet or workspace. Whenever we open a spreadsheet or a Google Sheet, then there is only one, by default only one spreadsheet in the Google Sheet or spreadsheet, or in the MS Excel there is only one spreadsheet by default. Okay, whenever I ask how many spreadsheets or sheets are there in the Google Sheets, whenever we open the Google Sheets, then the answer is there is only one sheet by default whenever we open a new spreadsheet. If we want to add more sheets, then you have to click on the plus icon. You can see here add sheet. You can click on the plus icon, then you can create more sheets by clicking on the plus icon. Okay, so now look at here, this is the title bar. You can write the name of your spreadsheet here. For example, I am writing class 6 here. Okay, so you can edit the name of Google Sheet from here. The plus point is here, you don't need to save your work if you are working on Google Sheets, because it automatically saves your work because we are working on the internet. So now we will discuss about the interface of the Google Sheets. So there are some options: file, edit, view. Look at here. If we click on the view option, so there are more options. It will show you more options: insert, format, data, tools, extensions, and help. So basically, these are some tools. So that's why this row or this area is known as a toolbar. Okay, this one is known as a toolbar that we discussed in our previous lessons, that we already discussed it. Okay, so if we want to create a new file, if we want to edit our file, if we want to delete our file, then we have to click on the file options. If we want to edit our files, we made some mistakes and we want to redo or undo our work, then we can go to the edit options. If we want to see our file, complete file, then we will go to the view option, and after that, if we want to add or insert the new row, column, sheet, and any type of image or drawing, any type of formula, then we have to click on the insert option. Okay, then after that there is a format options, that if we want to color our cell, if we want to make our text bold, italic, or underline, if we want to color our text. Okay, so basically if we want to make our work more interactive, we want to use any type of themes, we want to use any type of color, then we will go to the option that is format option. Okay, the next one is tool data. If we want to create group by views, we want to filter our data, then we have to go to the data options. Okay, for example, if we are using any online websites, there is an filter options, that is if we click on the filter options, that we can see the data we actually want to see. We can sort it with the help of alphabetically order, or with the help और अगर हमने उसको sort करना है कि आपको वो show करवाए कि आपकी higher price to lower price or lower price to higher price, then we sort it and we can create a filter with the help of data option, exactly like the online websites. Exactly, we can do this steps with the help of data option. Okay, and after that there is a tools. If we want to get some suggestions, if we want to check our spellings, if we want to create a new form or anything, then we will go to the tool option. Extensions, basically this is something else. For example, we if we create the ads on and if we want to app script, if we want to use another apps in this app, then we can use the extension here, help. If we want to get the help, that if we are beginners and we don't know how to use a Google Sheet, then we can go to the help options. Okay, and now look at here, this area, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and so on. Now look at here, how many rows and columns are there. So they are a lot. The rows go to the, we can add more rows here. So basically in the Google Sheets and in an MS Excel, there are infinite rows and infinite columns in this in this Google Sheet. There are a lot of rows and a lot of columns. We can add more rows and more columns with the help of insert option. And after that, there is only, by default, when we open a Google Sheet, there is only one spreadsheet. ठीक है. After that we can add more with the help of plus icon. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the row and column. So this horizontal line A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So this basically vertical line, G, H, I, these vertical lines are known as your column. That is starting with the alphabets. जो भी चीज़ vertically होगी and start with alphabets or characters or letters is known as column. And after that, now look at here, there are some numbers. These are horizontal line and these are starting with the number, so that's why it is known as rows. ठीक है, ये आपकी rows होंगी, that is horizontal, and starting with the numbers, these are known as your rows. But on the other hand, these vertical line and it start with the letters, characters, and letters and alphabet. So that's why it is known as your column. And after that there is now you can see here there is written fx, so that's why it is known as the function bar. And you can write the formulas here. If we want to do some calculation, then we can write the formulas here. That's why it is known as the formula bar. And after that, this is the zoom option. This one is the undo option, control Z, and this one is your redo option, control Y, print, okay, paint format, and zoom again. These are some currencies, percentage sign, decrease decimal places. If we want to increase decimal places, then there are more formats. This is the font, ठीक है, कौन सा आप लोग फॉन्ट यूज करना चाहते हैं, राइटिंग स्टाइल, आप यहाँ पर जा सकते हैं. इफ वी वांट टू इंक्रीज आवर फॉन्ट साइज देन वी कैन गो हेयर. इफ वी वांट टू मेक आवर टेक्स्ट बोल्ड, इटैलिक, स्ट्रिक थ्रू, जिसके ऊपर लाइन शो जाती है, ठीक है. वी कैन चेंज द कलर हेयर, वी कैन fill the color with the help of these borders. We can add the borders, we can merge cell here, we can make the alignments here, we can this is the vertical alignment, ठीक है. text wrapping, and this one is text rotation. हम अपने text को मजीद rotate भी कर सकते हैं with the help of these options. So now we are going to now we will see how we can format our text. For example, I am writing here Ali. आपने क्या करना है, if you want to write the text, then you have to click on the cell and type something in the cell, ठीक है. मैंने यहाँ पर क्या लिखा है, अली, and now I want to make it bold. मैंने इसको bold करना है. First of all आपने इसको select करना है, ठीक है, लेफ्ट क्लिक, और फिर आपने उसको ड्रैग करना है. देन आपने क्या करना है, यू वांट टू मेक इट बोल्ड. आप सिंपली यहाँ पर यू कैन क्लिक ऑन बी ऑप्शन, बोल्ड ऑप्शन फ्रॉम हेयर. आप यहाँ पर भी कर सकते हैं, या फिर आप कंट्रोल प्लस बी, नीचे आपको उन्होंने आपको शॉर्टकट भी बताया. यू कैन क्लिक द बी ऑप्शन एंड यू कैन क्लिक द कंट्रोल प्लस बी टू मेक योर टेक्स्ट बोल्ड. नाउ लुक एट हेयर, नाउ द टेक्स्ट इज बोल्ड. अगर आपको मैं दोनों में डिफ्रेंशिएट करूं, तो नाउ लुक एट हेयर अली, दिस इज नॉट बोल्ड एंड दिस वन इज बोल्ड. नाउ यू कैन सी द क्लियर डिफरेंस बिटवीन द बोल्ड एंड नॉट द टेक्स्ट दैट इज नॉट बोल्ड. Okay, so first of all now you want to make it, now we want to make it italic. So we can click on control plus I and simply we can click on this option. तो नाउ लुक एट हेयर, दिस इज ये थोड़ा सा क्या है, टिल्टेड है, जो कि आपको शो करता है दिस टेक्स्ट इज इटैलिक. एंड आफ्टर दैट नाउ इफ वी वांट टू सी दिस ऑप्शन स्ट्रिक through alt plus shift plus 5, we can click on this too. Simply we are going to click on it, and now look at you can see here आपके जो टेक्स्ट पे है आपको एक स्ट्रेट लाइन, वर्टिकल लाइन शो हो रही है. Okay, and after that we are going to see that how this option work. आपका जो text, if you want to color your text, then you have to click on this option. You can select any type of color here. From, for example, I am going to select this one. Now you can see here the color is changed now. अब ये ऑप्शन है. अब नाउ आपने क्या करना है, इफ यू वांट टू हाईलाइट योर text, then what should you do, you have to click on the fill color option and you can click anything, any color. So now you can see here these are the basic difference between these tools and how you can use these tools with the help of these options. Okay, now we are going to see how we can change the style, the writing style of our text. हम अपने जो writing text हमने लिखा है, जो कुछ भी हमने लिखे हैं words, if we want to change its style, अगर हमने उसका style change करना है, then what should we do? तो फिर हम क्या कर सकते हैं? Okay, so first of all I want to the first step is you have to select the word जो कि आपने चेंज करना है, जिसका आपने राइटिंग स्टाइल चेंज करना है. देन यू आई सेलेक्ट दिस वन Ali, and then after you have to click on this option font, and there are a lot of fonts. You can choose any one from here. For example, I am choosing this one. Now look at here Ali, आप देख रहे हैं its writing style is now different from the previous one, so you can change the writing style with the help of this option. You can add more fonts from the internet, because we are using the Google Sheet that is on internet. And now we will see how we can change the size of the text. So first you have to click select the sorry, first you have to click select the text जिसको आपने साइज चेंज करना है, एंड आफ्टर दैट यू कैन गो टू द प्लस ऑप्शन. आप इसको जितना इंक्रीज करना चाहते हैं यू हैव टू क्लिक ऑन इट, और सिंपली आप यहाँ पर टेक्स्ट साइज भी लिख सकते हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल 40. Okay, and enter. Now look at here, this the size of Ali is increased. Now if you want to decrease it, अगर आपने इसका size छोटा करना है, then what should you do? Select the Ali, and after that you have to click on the minus option. Okay, so that's how we can increase or decrease our text size with the help of these plus and minus options. Okay, now we will see how we can merge two different cells. दो cells को हम merge कैसे कर सकते हैं? Now we will see it. So for example, I'm writing Ali here, sorry, class 6 here, and I want to merge this 1 and 2, these two cells. Okay, I want to merge these two cells, and now can you tell me what is the cell address of this cell? Class 6 का जो cell address है, आप लोग क्या मुझे बता सकते हैं what is the cell address of this cell? So if we want to know about the cell address of this cell, then now look at here this area. ये आपको यहाँ पर name box बता रहा है that on which cell you are currently working. आप किस cell के ऊपर currently work कर रहे हैं? हमने क्लास में रीड किया था the cell on which we are currently working is known as active cell. उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? Active cell. And now you can see the address of the cell, active cell, that is A3. And how we can identify which cell it is? So now look at here. First you have to look at the column. What is the name of the column? A. And what after that you have to look at the row. So the row number is 3 and the column is A. So the cell address of class 6 is A3. So address क्या हो गया? A3. Okay, is it clear to everyone that how we can identify the cell range, address of any cell, and what is the active cell? So basically active cell is the cell on which we are currently working. जिस cell को हमने select किया होगा, that is known as active cell. For example, I select this one J3. So this is your active cell because you are currently working on it. Okay, if I am selecting this one, I am working on the G4, then it is your active cell. Is it clear to everyone? So now we will move to the next one, that is how to merge the cells. So first of all you have to select the cells, these two cells, and then you have to click on this option, merge option, sorry. So now look at here, the line is gone between these two cells, so that's mean this is only one cell. Okay, and after that if we want to undo our work, मैं क्या चाहती हूँ, मैं इसको merge नहीं करना चाहती, then you have to click on undo option, then it will go back to its previous state, अपनी previous state में जाएगा. And the last topic is how to identify the cell range. For example, this is basically what is the cell range? The group of cells is known as the cell range. And how we can identify the cell range? हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि जो हमने selected area किया हुआ है उसकी cell range क्या है? So first of all you have to select any area. आपने कोई भी area select कर लिया है, but there are more than one cells. उसके अंदर एक से ज़्यादा cell होने चाहिए. Okay, so now there is a shortcut. You have to look at the very left corner. That is there is a option that is name box. आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं the cell, this selected area cell range is C1 to F9, and ये जो 2 आपको vertical dots नजर आए, that is known as colon. Okay, C1 colon F9 means this is the collection of cells from C1 to F9. इस selected area में जो cells की collection है वो कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? From C1 to F9 means C1, C2 to C9, D1 to D9, E1 to E9, and F1 to F9. There are a lot of cells. That is why it is known as a cell range. Okay, so यहाँ पर तो आपको नजर आ रहा है, बट इफ वी अगर मैं आपको यहाँ पर बोर्ड के ऊपर ड्रॉ करूँ एंड आई आस्क्ड व्हाट इज द सेल रेंज ऑफ दिस सिलेक्टेड एरिया, देन हाउ यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई. आपने क्या करना है, द फर्स्ट स्टेप इज यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई द फर्स्ट कॉलम. द फर्स्ट कॉलम इज C1 एंड यहाँ पर फर्स्ट कॉलम, एंड यू हैव टू लुक एट द फर्स्ट कॉलम फर्स्ट सेल. फर्स्ट कॉलम की फर्स्ट रो को आपने देखना है, दैट इज C1. क्या कॉलम है, C1. आपने लिखना है, यू हैव टू राइट C1 एंड आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू राइट द colon, and the last step is you have to look at the last column. You have to look at the last column and last row. Last column की आपने last row को देखना है, that is F9. So the cell range of this selected area is C1 to F9. Is it clear to everyone? So that's all for today's lesson. In this lesson, we learn about how we can change the name of our Google Sheet. What is the difference between MS Excel and Google Sheets? And after that, we learn about the toolbar, the function bar, the cell row, difference between the cell rows and columns, cell and elective cells. And after that, whenever we open the Google Sheet, how many sheets are there by default, how many rows and columns are there. We learn about how we can bold, how we can make our text bold, italic, and anything. Okay, so we learn these all about in our lesson. So this that's all for my side. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.